Hello, my friends, and welcome to Quest for Glory 5 Dragonfire. We are going to get started with our fighter character, Thor. But first, since all four of these are going to be kind of full plays as opposed to 1 through 4, where I really did a full play with just one character type and a more rapid play with the others, let's start with the introduction and then we will dive in. Plus, I just love the introduction.
Silmaria was a peaceful kingdom nestled among 100 islands until the dragon came. The beast rose from its ancient lair and plunged the land into chaos. 7 pillars were raised and enchanted with spells from ancient scrolls. The pillars were placed throughout the kingdom. As each one rose, the dragon became weaker. This powerful enchantment drove the dragon into its lair. But remember, dragons live a long time, and once angered, they do not forget. Years of peace have come and gone, and most have forgotten the dragon's reign of terror. But there are those who do remember. And for one in particular, the past is seen as the key to the kingdom. I have seen a vision that the blood of a murdered man will break the ancient spell and free the dragon from its tomb. And as the pillars fall, dark fingers of evil will reach out across the land. The king of Silmaria, and I do not have long to live. An assassin has been unleashed to kill me, and an army of evil terrorizes the countryside. Silmaria must have a new leader, and the dragon must be destroyed forever. Only a hero can save the kingdom. I pray one will come in time.
Alright, I'm sufficiently pumped up. Let's import our character. Hopefully this works. Alright, so let's see. Most of these are very easy to build up. Climbing, we really can't build very much in this game, but we don't really need to either, so it's fine. That's right, we can't build on 4. So there. I guess we might as well. It's 2 luck and intelligence. Why not? Just because, like I said, those are going to go up easily while we're doing other things, so we'll have some fun with it. We're going to be well suited regardless, so let's get started.
So, dear boy, the reason Fenris and I brought you here is this. You are a hero. And so, in the grand tradition of all heroes, you need to go where you are most needed. That happens to be Silmaria at this moment. The former king was assassinated a short while back. We have no idea why this was done or even who did it. Thus, you were summoned. Silmaria needs a new king, and thus the right of rulership is about to begin. This right will determine the next ruler for the kingdom. We would like you to enter the right of rulership. It is the most likely way to find the villain behind the nefarious deeds going on in Silmaria. If you choose to accept this mission, you will need to go to the Hall of Kings to speak with Logos, the centaur who is in charge of Silmaria right now. You will enjoy Silmaria. I am certain you will meet some old friends and make new ones. This is an interesting city, and these are interesting times. I've arranged for you to stay at the most amusing inn in Silmaria. Would you like to go there now, or are you ready to head into danger?
We could head into danger, but we'll just go to Silmaria. Alright, so here we are. Now, we just completed our thief run through, which really never required us to ever speak to Erasmus ever again. But we'll see. Maybe the fighter will have a little bit different of a time. Let's see what other items we have. So we have our sword, we got a shield, and a chainmail that we'll put all that down in our kind of active toolbar here. Not that we need them right now. And he told us to go to the hall and meet Logos.
You may enter the Hall of Kings now.
That's right, we actually have to walk here. This might be the only time we have to physically walk in this room. Other times we just sort of arrive on this half of the screen.
Greetings, Prince of Shapir. I am Logos, Counselor to Rulers and Speaker of Silmaria. Welcome to the Kingdom of Silmaria. I have heard much of you from your friends Erasmus and Rakish.
Greetings, my friend. It is good to know that you are here. This land needs a hero of your abilities.
I trust you understand why you were summoned here. The rights of rulership need one more entrant before it can begin. All other competitors are worthy individuals. However, I suspect that these rights will be more dangerous than they are intended.
We believe that the one or ones who assassinated the King of Silmaria will attempt to make certain the contestant they support will win.
You must understand that your life will be in grave danger from the moment you enter the right of rulership. We will be doing everything we can to stop the assassin, but you'll need to be wary. Hero of the lands of Shapir, Tana, and Mordavia, will you enter the rights of rulership?
We're going to leave out our very first heroic moves. Just skip Spielberg entirely. It's a little rough. All right. Well, let's chat first before we actually agree.
It is an honor to meet you.
Ask how Logos is.
I am the Speaker of Silmaria. I am the voice of the king and of the people. I will make certain that only the most worthy shall attain the rulership of this kingdom. That is my duty and my honor.
We'll learn at some point later that Logos was potentially offered the kingship and he declined, saying that the rights had to be followed, which we can greatly respect. Ask what he thinks of Rakish.
Rakish and I have been friends for many years. When the king was assassinated, I contacted him through Erasmus for his wise counsel. Both Rakish and Erasmus mentioned you and spoke of your worthiness.
Well, that's very nice. Can you tell us any more about these rights? This is really the first time we're hearing about it.
The Rights of Rulership is a series of quests that will aid Silmaria. 5 individuals will compete to complete these quests. The one who accomplishes the most will be judged worthy to become king. To enter these rights, you must first contribute 1,000 drachmas to the rulership fund. This can be done at the Bank of Silmaria.
Your father, the Sultan of Shapir, was informed of this by myself and my wife, and has contributed 300 drachmas toward your entrance in the rights. Erasmus and I have each deposited another 100 drachmas.
Not gonna lie, the fact that a sultan can't, drop a relatively small volume of cash for, him, a little disappointing. Let's hear more about these quests.
During the Rights of Rulership, all quests will be announced one at a time. Some rights can be fulfilled by only one person. Other rights cannot end until all contenders accomplish their assignment. A more detailed explanation of the rights will be given when the Rights of Rulership begin. We await your entry into the contest.
Supposed to be fair, maybe it's more a sign of respect from our adoptive father, the Sultan, but I'm just saying. Let's see what the Sultan, ask how he's doing.
The Sultan Harun al-Rashid has sent a letter of recommendation about you. He says you would make a most splendid king, to use his words. He also sends you his blessing and trusts you will choose the future you wish to fulfill.
I think if we were to look back and do check the calendar, we've known him for like a month or two, some in that range. I don't feel like asking about the bank, but we can ask about Silmaria.
Our kingdom of Silmaria consists of the Isle of Merit and the outlying islands in the center of the Med Sea. The city of Silmaria was built upon the prime port of this island and is a thriving center of trade for the world.
We don't really need to ask about Merit or Silmaria, the islands. There's not really anything interesting that gets said, and we'll be able to see it as we explore the land anyway.
The assassin used a poison dagger to kill our king. The poison is very deadly and unknown to our healers. Unless an antidote is administered immediately, the victim is dead within a minute. Even with an antidote, unless the victim has a very hearty constitution, he will remain unconscious for weeks. We are trying to learn the exact nature of the poison in order to cure this.
The assassin of the king is a man skilled in stealth and the use of a poison dagger. A merchant was also presumed to be killed by the assassin, for his body was found by the docks, and he died from the same poison.
And here I thought the king died because his throat was slit, but apparently that wasn't deadly, just the poison was. I'm assuming there was some lack of communication between the team writing the script and the team who made that video, the intro video. I guess we can tell Logos about ourselves.
You have a wide range of experiences to draw upon from your past. It should serve you well in Silmaria.
All right, well, I say we agree.
We will be pleased and proud to have such a worthy hero contesting to become our leader.
I like that we're hero with a capital H. Let's get started.
I shall see you again when the rites of rulership begin. May Tyche, goddess of good fortune, smile upon you.
Definitely most of the... actually, can we talk to them anymore? No. Can we talk to Rakesh?
It is a pleasure to see you again. I can think of none I would rather have by my side in times of danger than you, dear friend.
Most of the gods and things mentioned in this game from Greek mythology are accurate. I'm not familiar with Tyche. I assume that she also is accurate. It's just not one that I know. How's Rakesh doing?
I am well and fine, my friend. We can speak later of these matters and of old times. You will find me during the day basking in the sunshine near the arena, on the other side of Nob Hill from here.
And even though he's standing right next to us, we can ask what he thinks about Logos.
Logos and I first met in Thebes, when he was a young scholar and I was just earning my warrior rank.
I had journeyed there to study the riddles of the Sphinx. I mistook Rakesh for a Sphinx when we first met.
When he contacted me about the assassination and the invasion, I had a bad sense that things were even worse than they appeared. Thus, I came here.
Very nice. What can you tell us about the rights?
The rights of rulership are a wise and honorable way to choose a leader. The very quests will strengthen the kingdom and allow Logos to judge who will be worthy enough to be king of Silmaria.
We can tell him what happened with Arana. I think he'll be very interested to learn about what we learned in Mordavia. You tell how you freed the soul of the wizardess Arana from the darkness of Avuzel in Mordavia.
I sorrow to learn that Irana is truly dead. She was a paladin in all but name, and the world has lost a great goodness. I rejoice, though, that her soul is free. Thank you for your words.
And what can you tell me about Silmaria?
Silmaria is a lovely city. I have visited Logos here before these tragic occurrences. It reminds me of my homeland, Tarna. You should take some time to explore and enjoy yourself while you are here.
Will do.
I will see you soon, my friend.
Alright, now we shall depart. We're going to start by coming over this direction. This is actually where Rakish's Sunning Rock is, but that's not the first place we're going to go. First thing we're going to do is something that we never had a reason to do as our thief, which is to enter the arena. We're going to be making significantly more use of that as a fighter. Let's say hello to Ferrari.
Good to see you again. I, Signor Ferrari, welcome you to the arena of Silmaria. Here we are holding gladiatorial combats each evening for the next few weeks. You may come each evening to witness these displays of man's most brutal nature. It costs but 5 drachmas to observe the spectacle of combat. If you wish to do more than just observe, you may bet upon the outcome of such battles at the Dead Parrot Inn. However, I observe you're a man of action. Perhaps you would like to participate. There is a prize purse worth winning.
Well, that sounds interesting.
As always, it is a pleasure to again be in your company.
What can you tell me about the competition?
I am hoping to see you compete in this. It will be a pleasure to witness your skills in action.
Fair enough. How about the arena itself?
It is a fine place to observe the strengths and frailties of your opponents. I am presuming, of course, that you wish to participate in these barbaric and brutal acts of violence.
How do we make these bets?
The betting board in the Dead Parrot lists the champion for the week and the challengers for the winner's prize. You may bet 10 drachmas or more upon either. The odds will be affected directly by your bet.
Okay. And the prize purse?
If you're a challenger in the competition, you can more than double the amount of your entry fee when you win. If you're a champion, you can triple your entry fee. Knowing your reputation, I assume that will be easy money for you to earn. You may enter the competition at the betting board in the Dead Parrot, as well as place your bets.
All right.
We shall meet again soon, I hope.
And I don't know if we can talk to this guy. I don't think there's anything interesting to say.
What you want?
Yeah.
I be Abdom. This place to fight or watch fight. Read board. Board tell fight.
All right.
Go.
That wasn't the most valuable conversation, which is about what I expected. All right, now let's see if Rakish has anything more to tell us other than what he already said in the Hall of Kings.
Greetings, my friend. It is good to see you here in Marit. This island is already in need of your skills. I fear that it will need more heroism from you as things continue. You left behind most of your equipment when last I saw you. I am sorry, but I was unable to bring most of it. I can, however, give you this.
Rakish hands you your catapin, a gift from the cat people of Shapir, symbolizing their friendship. That's nice. I always liked having that.
I am pleased to see you again, Prince of Shapir.
And how are you?
I was summoned here by my son Chakra, who has made this island his home. We are a long way from Tarna. My life mate Krisha will be pleased to learn that you are well, and now in Silmaria.
Chakra? I never even knew you had a son.
Chakra has his own magic shop in the town square, and I am staying with him there. It has been a while since I had last seen him, and he has grown much.
No mention of your daughter, it seems, but we can ask about Tarna.
Tarna's enjoying the peace you brought to our land. Your friends Yesufu and Yohari are married now, and Uhura's child grows strong and proud like his mother. You are missed there.
And Krisha?
Krisha has a new apprentice she is instructing in the magical arts, or she would have joined us here. She said there is a strong magic surrounding this island. I suggest you speak with Chakra about that.
All right. Ask about skills. That's a weird question.
There's an invading army of Hesperian mercenaries on Marit. No one is certain how large this force is yet. The skills you use to bring peace in Tarna might be useful here. However, the mercenaries do not seem willing to negotiate in any way. It seems the only language they understand is the sound of sword and shield.
All right. Let's ask about heroism.
There are very disturbing signs here. I do not yet know what is going on, but I do sense as if something very dangerous lies near here. Fortunately for Silmaria, you are here.
We are a great big hero. See if he has anything more secretive to tell us about Logos.
The centaur and I have remained good friends over the years. He is a wise counsel and has guided 2 kings in Silmaria. He will soon guide a 3rd when the rites of rulership are over.
Tell us about the king.
King Justinian was a good ruler for this land. He ruled for almost 20 years, and Silmaria has flourished. Now a new king shall be chosen by the rites of rulership. If you do enter the rites, make certain that the one who does win is a worthy successor to Justinian. Silmaria deserves a good king.
Any more info on the rites?
The rites of rulership are a series of quests to prove the worth of those who would be king. The quests vary, depending upon the needs of the kingdom. Logos and I will be determining what those rites shall be.
All right. How about the assassin? We're really just learning about him for the first time.
I arrived not long after King Justinian had been killed by the assassin. Judging from the evidence, the assassin has the skills of a thief, for he scaled several walls and avoided many guards. Chakra says that magic was used also, but he does not believe that the assassin is a spellcaster. The poison the assassin used is deadly. It is death to any who are touched by it, unless an antidote is given within seconds. Even then, the poison cannot be cured, and only the strongest will survive the coma it brings.
Tell him about Mordavia.
It is for the best that Ad Avis has been destroyed forever. If the Dark One had been summoned, the entire world would have been endangered. I hope sincerely that whatever menaces Silmaria is but a shadow of the Dark One.
Technically, I guess, yeah.
Enjoy this city, my friend. It is beautiful. This is why we are heroes, you and I. That such places remain beautiful and the people remain safe.
All right, let's go and check out the bulletin board, which probably isn't going to give us a great deal of new info, but that's all right. We'll keep up on it. So the rites of rulership shall begin when 5 or more contestants have answered, which they do not yet have. Fishing villages of Marit have been deserted by the fishermen. Fishing boats have been attacked by Hesperian mercenaries, and the fishermen feared their villages would be attacked next. Pretty accurate. Honeybees have also been deserting their hives. This is considered by many to be a very bad omen. Alright. Enter rites? Question mark. If you have courage, moral strength, and leadership skills, you may have what Silmaria needs in a king. Enter the rites of rulership for 1,000 drachmas and compete to prove your worth as the next leader of Silmaria. And finally, Justinian dead. Sorry. Kingdom of Silmaria is still shocked and in mourning for the assassination of our beloved King Justinian. May he rest peacefully in the Elysian fields of Hades. Right. So, let's pop into the bank. Just to see where our money's at.
Greetings, and welcome to the First Bank of Silmaria. This is the safest place to keep your savings secure from pickpockets and thieves. Would you like to leave your money with me? Oh, it's you. I was told you were coming. Your friend set up a savings account in your name. Hefty sum of 500 drachmas. You've got some generous friends, let me tell you.
Let's go chat with the banker and see who he is.
Hi there. Have you invested in your future? This is the place to save. I'm Sam the banker man. I own and run this bank. Would you like to make a deposit?
Later we will. Let's ask about the bank.
The First Bank of Silmaria will keep your money safe and secure. Drachmas can get heavy when you carry too much of it, and you make yourself a target for every cut purse around.
Ask his part in the right of rulership.
The Right of Rulership Fund is set up for the competition to become King of Silmaria. You need to contribute 1,000 drachmas in order to enter the Right of Rulership. Usually people have friends and relatives help raise that much cash. We have one fund which gets contributions from all the guards in Silmaria. It takes a lot of money to enter the Right of Rulership, but it is a great honor to compete to become king.
And our account.
Your savings will be kept in the most secure safe in all of Silmaria. The safe is equipped with the latest in modern locks and has a complex strap guaranteed to fry the robber foolish enough to try it. Thanks to your good friends, you've already got 500 drachmas in your account.
I think our thief Shadow would question the, I don't know, fail-proofness of that safe. We can tell about our friends who gave him our money.
That lion guy said that he and Erasmus the wizard were starting the savings account for you. They wanted you to enter the Right of Rulership. Man, you have strange taste in friends, but they sure make good ones.
All right, and Silmaria?
Silmaria is a great place to settle down and save a little for the future. Too many people forget how important a savings account can be, particularly adventurers. Adventurers think they can fight monsters forever. Next thing they know, they are begging in alleyways. A sad fate for a once respectable hero. So save today to keep the alleys away, I always say.
Cute little rhyme. Now we can tell a little about ourselves, and then maybe he'll remember us.
I thought you looked familiar. Yeah, we met in Spielberg, where I was working the alley as a professional panhandler. It wasn't long after you left Spielberg that the pass cleared and the tourists flocked back to town. I made a small fortune and said bye-bye to those cold climes. Came to Silmaria and needed some place to stash my cash. So I started my own bank. Seemed appropriate after all. I'm still asking others for their money.
And that he does.
Our banking hours are dawn to dusk daily. When you save here, you know your money is safe.
Wonderful. All right, let's carry on. So, we'll meet one of the salesmen here in Town Square. Ooh, where are you going?
Welcome, welcome, stranger. I am Marak, and this is my stand of food. If you find yourself suffering from the pangs of hunger or desire just a snack to brighten your day, you have come to the proper place. May I aid you in any way? Just let me know, for I am at your service.
All right, we're going to buy a couple of things here, but first we'll talk with Marak.
I am well and fine, thank you. It is a beautiful day, is it not?
It is. Looks lovely. We'll ask about Silmaria.
This city can be confusing to those new here. Silmaria has 4 plazas. This is the town center and the place of merchants. Above us is the plaza called Knob Hill. There are 2 paths that lead downward from this plaza. One will take you to the docks, the other to the westmost gates of the town.
We're not going to ask for further directions around. That's also not very interesting, but we can ask about the food stand.
I have foods of all types to delight the taste. From savory to sweet, I have something that is unique.
Very good. Ask about the island.
The island of Marit is usually very popular this time of year. Unfortunately, the death of the king and the invasion have driven many away.
Can you imagine that? A war and assassination of the king makes people not want a vacation there. How's Marak doing?
I am Marak, a kata from the land of Razir, desert birthplace of my people. My family and I have journeyed afar to serve one and all with such pleasures that they might fancy.
All right, sure. We'll ask about his family.
My mate and beloved is Sarah, maker of gifts who has a stand on the other side of the plaza. My darling daughter is a fine musician and shares her love of music with all who have ears.
Very nice. I love this question. Ask about pleasures.
My family and I sell joys for the ear and the taste and the eye. My wares treat the mouth to a variety of sensory experiences from this region and beyond.
Very nice. Tell us about Katas, not that we've not met quite a few.
We Kata are a desert people from the lands to the east. We are traders and merchants to the world.
And Razir.
Several years ago, my people were driven from our homeland and scattered with the winds by a most evil man who usurped the throne of Razir from its rightful emir. I have heard word that my homeland has been freed by a hero, and the land is now ruled by a wise and gracious woman. One day my family and I shall all return to the desert lands once more.
Well, that's interesting. Who is this hero?
It has been said that a mighty hero was brought to the desert lands by my people. He defeated the foul wizard that drove away the Kata. The hero is said to be a most kind and brave man.
He sounds amazing. I'm curious who the woman is who's now leading Razir.
The new ruler of Razir is the daughter of the old emir. She proved herself to be resourceful and wise, and welcomes my people home. Her name is Zaisha.
That's right. The woman who we saved by giving her our clothes and visa is now running Razir. Presumably a heck of a lot better than Ad Avis and Kaveen did. We can tell him about our adventures. Maybe he'll realize who we are.
So, you are a friend of my people? It is an honor to meet such a hero. You are already a part of Kata stories and history.
All right, farewell.
It is a pleasure to meet you, and I hope that I may aid you in any way that I can.
All right, let's make some purchases. I want to have some food available just in case we get hungry ever.
May your mouth be charmed by the taste of...
And we'll get some of these too to have food. Yeah, that's fine. Oops.
Forgive me, but I must... That is very good. We...
Always want to remember to do some haggling. We get an artichoke pizza that we don't really need right now.
Forgive me, but I must... That is very good.
Also going to get 2 pepperoni pizzas, just in case I forget later.
May your mouth be charmed by the taste of it.
And I don't really need it yet, but we'll get 1 box of Sokalatakya. This nice container of that resembles a box of chocolate in appearance, smell, and taste. You could just get chocolate, but that's fine.
May your mouth be charmed by the taste of it.
Wonderful. All right, let's be off. Now we're going to meet I guess we'll call him the weaponsmith, Pholos. Who is a centaur, who's a little bit different in
Here to
temperament.
enter the right of rulership? Most of the newcomers are here for it right now. Fools, it's going to take a real warrior to become king of Silmaria.
Yeah, he's a little different in temperament from the previous centaur we met, Logos, and the one before that, who was the farmer in Quest for Glory 1. We can say hello.
Yeah, welcome to sunny Silmaria. What do you want?
I always like hearing what Pholos has to say. He's a funny, gruff, angry little man. Well, giant man. Well, giant half-man, half-horse.
I'm Pholas, weaponsmith and weapon seller. You need a good weapon, you go see me. You got a spare weapon you want to get rid of? I may decide to buy it. If it's about weapons, I'm the person you want to deal with.
Fair enough. Tell us about your merchandise.
You want to see my weapons? Show me you've got the cash, and I'll show you my stuff.
Well, tell us about the other newcomers in town.
There's a strong warrior in town who calls himself Magnum Opus. He knows how to use real weapons. There's also a big, ugly guy that hangs around with the scientists. I don't see that he's got any weapons, but I hate to mess with the size of those fists. Then there's a woman. I can't believe a woman thinks she can become king here. Kings are men, not dames. She'll learn her lesson soon enough. If you play in the big leagues, you've got to be tough.
I suppose I can agree with the facts of that I suppose a woman should be queen rather than king, but maybe not the undertone of his sentiment that seems to think women can't be rulers. Tell us about the rights of rulership.
The rights of rulership are not for wimps. They prove who is the finest man suited to become the king. You've got to be tough to be the king of Silmaria. Brains and brawn, the best combination for the true warrior.
Let's see if he's impressed at all by our exploits.
You're a hero? Wouldn't know it to look at you. You'll have a chance to prove it around here. Just enter the rights of rulership, and we'll see who's a hero.
Fair enough.
You know where to look if you're looking for weapons.
I do, and I do want to buy some. Most of these, I'm not overly interested in, just yet at least. But I do want to get a couple of throwing spears. Let's see how low it'll go.
Nice dealing with you.
I'll take that. Alright, let's move on for now. Could get a helm, but we'll build on that. And we're going to go talk to the famous adventurers here at the Famous Adventurers Correspondence School. Say hello.
What? Oh, what are you doing here? Can't you see I'm busy?
You see how excited he gets later and how high energy. You'll kind of miss his slow, dour responses now. See what his name is.
Name? What's a name, boy? I've been called a lot of things in my time. You can call me Famous Adventurer. That's mostly what I'm known as now.
Can you tell us anything about Silmaria?
New in town, huh? I was going to write a travel book about Silmaria sometime. Maybe I did. Just can't remember. Anyway, go see for yourself. Only way to learn.
This is technically a school. What can you tell us about it?
This is the Famous Adventurers Correspondence School. You think this was the library of Silmaria?
There are a lot of books. Let's see, can we spice up his life by telling him about our heroic adventures?
So you're a graduate of this school. I didn't think anyone ever read the crap I write.
All right, farewell.
Got some advice for you, kid. Don't grow old. It ain't worth it.
Okay, we're going to click on this stack of books here. I forget which one it is, but we're going to find Ask for the Man's Autograph. Borrow a swim manual. That's what we wanted. The Famous Adventurer nods permission for you to borrow the swimming manual. Let's open this up and read it. Handbook of How to Swim is a good way to learn how to swim. Awesome. There's an entire section devoted to underwater combat. Cool. After considerable study, you realize that you now have a basic idea of how to swim. Yes, our swimming level is now 100, which we will work on improving moving forward, but we'll deal with that after. Alright, the next thing we want to do is to go into the Dead Parrot Inn, which doesn't actually open until like 5 or so. So maybe I can show off just very briefly what it's like when you practice your swimming. Which my favorite place to do is right here off the docks. It's really the only legitimate place to do it. So you come down and go and swim around. You can swim a little bit up, a little bit down. Once you've been down for a little bit, and your stamina goes down, but it also tells you since you don't breathe, you gotta hold your breath, you better return to the surface before you drown. You notice the music in the background getting a little more excited. And pretty shortly thereafter, it'll send another message that says something like, no, seriously, you don't get some oxygen, you're going to asphyxiate. And the increasing tempo of the music is kind of a timer, I guess, for how much or how little time you have left. And yeah, went up fairly quickly. It also helps build our strength, so we're gonna, improve, like I said, very rapidly there, so we won't have to waste our early points putting into strength or anything over here. They're gonna go up just fine. But now it's 5. We can go into the inn. And we can meet a few people here. Number 1 will be Orestes, the one-armed former fisherman. Hello.
A right pleasure it is to be meeting you, mate.
And what is your name, which I just said?
I be Orestes, a retired seaman, as it were.
Seaman. What do you think about Silmaria?
This be a fine place to be, stranger. You'll like it here.
And any good rumors for us?
Rumors, is it you want to be knowing? Well, matey, dead men tell no tales, nor do I.
As a non-thief character, Orestes won't be all that important to us, really, but I like to talk to him. He seems like a nice guy.
Be seeing you around, I be sure.
Let's say hi to some former friends of ours. Well, actually, theoretically, they probably have never met this version of the hero.
Well, now, look who walked in. What can I do for you, tall, blonde, and handsome?
I know what I'd like to do for him.
My name is Budar. If you see something you like, just let me know.
If you like what you see, let me know.
Sadly, we did a bit of romancing of Noir as a thief, and probably will not be repeating that here. So, let's say hello.
Oh, it's always a pleasure to meet a man like you.
I prefer the pleasures that come after meeting the man.
Nawar may be a miss, but she doesn't miss much.
They do an awful lot of double entendre. Entendre? That's how you say that at all. Anyway, let's ask how Budar's doing.
Nawar and I come from Razir, where the desert sand is hot.
That's not the only thing that's hot.
I'll be happy to serve you a drink. What can I get for you?
We'll get something shortly. Tell us about this inn.
The Dead Parrot Inn is the place to visit if you'd like a little nip now and then.
I know I like to nip every once in a while.
Oh, you can gamble on combat or skill or on love, if you like.
I know which I'd like.
And let's ask about Noir, who's standing right here. Very rudely talk about her in front of her.
Just call her Melody. She's real sharp, knocks guys flat, and boy, does she know the score.
And let's tell her a little about ourselves.
Welcome to Silmaria, oh hider in harems. We didn't get a chance to get to know you last time we met.
I'd certainly like to get to know you better.
Unfortunately, the game isn't really able to tell that we didn't hide in the harem, although, maybe probably can't really get in there. Anyway, let's ask about Silmaria.
This is not a bad place to be, once you get to know it.
There are better things to get to know here.
And we will say farewell.
Come on back and see me sometime.
We can purchase a couple of ales from her.
What can I get for you, pretty boy?
So we can't haggle this. The bar sets the price. And, right, let's say hello to Noir.
Hello there, stranger. My name is Nawar, and I'll be happy to help you any way I can.
Say hello.
I'm happy to greet you any day. It's a pleasure to meet you. Speaking of pleasure...
Alright, tell us about the inn.
The Dead Parrot is a good place to come when you want some company.
Alright, how about this Wheel of Fortune game you got?
This is the Wheel of Fortune. Just show me your money.
It was a lot less information that might have been helpful, I'm just saying. Tell us what you think of Silmaria.
Silmaria can be cold at night this time of year. You might need something to warm your bed. Or perhaps someone.
And we can tell her about our heroic selves as well.
So we have met before. I thought so. I'd never forget your face. Come back soon. I can't wait to see your, smile again.
Alright. Okay, let's put these guys up here so we don't accidentally eat them. We can drop down here, and then let's take these ales, and we'll show how, much of a gentleman we can be by offering them to the ladies.
I like a man who knows how to treat a girl right.
Budar, you like a man, period. You sure know how to show a girl a good time.
That's not all now I would like you to show her.
All right, let's head up the stairs over here. Oops, over here, without opening our inventory accidentally. We can try to talk to this guy over here. He's not overly interested in us. This man acknowledges you with a grim smile that has no trace of humor. He doesn't seem too friendly or willing to talk. All right, let's ignore him. We can look at this betting board, which we will make significantly more use of than our thief character did. So it seems like the weekly champion is Kokino, and a number of people have offered to challenge him already. Let's put some bets in. I don't know. Abdul's pretty big. He's the guy who guards the front door, so let's put some money on him. Sure. We'll see how that goes. You don't have cash in your backpack, so Draxman will automatically draw from your savings account at the bank. Awesome. Okay. And maybe we can come back sometime in the future. We'll see if we want to also challenge Kokino. We'll find out. Please return after the results. Wonderful. All right. Now, I think let's say hello to just a couple more friends who are here. Some old friends that we will reacquaint ourselves with. We'll start with Ferrari again.
You've made quite a name for yourself, haven't you? It'll be interesting to see what you can do for Silmaria. Rumor has it that you could be her next king. I am the owner of this Dead Parrot Inn. I'm a man of vast influence, and I'm certain we should get to know each other better.
Interesting. Hello, senor.
It is always a pleasure to meet old friends in new places, is it not?
I'll say so. How you been?
I was forced to leave Rasir not long after you did. When the Sultan of Shapir took the city over, he did not approve of the way I did business.
That's fair. How's your inn doing here?
The Dead Parrot Inn is an oasis in this dreary little kingdom. It is a place to relax, refresh yourself from your busy day. If you are skilled, you can earn some money at the Wheel of Fortune. If you are lucky, you can make some real money betting on the combat held each night at the arena. If you are very, very skilled, you can make even more money by fighting in the arena and backing your winnings with a few well-placed bets. All in all, you'll find plenty to amuse yourself here at the Dead Parrot.
Very nice. Are you adjusting to Silmaria?
Silmaria reminds me of Rasir when Ad Avis first took over. The warning signs are there that things will get worse here before they get better. How fortunate for Silmaria that you are here.
I'm not sure he believes that, but we'll find out. Let's see how Ugarte's doing.
Ugarte has his uses.
I am a businessman, and I've always had my sources for information. If you need to know something, I'm certain I can find out what you want to know. For a modest fee, of course.
Well, of course. All right. Goodbye.
It is good to see you again. I'm quite certain that we'll be seeing more of one another in the future.
Okay, and Ugarte?
It is good to see you again. We parted the last time under most unfortunate circumstances. I was afraid I would not see you or anything else again. Fortunately, I got lucky.
He was arrested and taken to the dungeons. Must have been freed when we freed Razir. How's he been?
I am doing rather well for myself here in Silmaria. There are many things which I know that others want to know as well.
And how are you liking the city?
Silmaria has her little secrets, and I make a point of finding them. This island is not the pretty little resort it seems to be. There are many dangers for the unwary here.
Any interesting rumors?
You wish to know rumors? I make a living from selling rumors. However, since we are such old friends, I will be happy to share a little of my knowledge with you. There is talk that there will soon be an invasion of this island. Already, many people have left. I will be happy to provide letters of transit should you care to leave here too.
Fair enough.
Farewell, my friend. If you have any need of my services in the future, you can usually find me here at the inn.
All right. So, I'm not going to do this much, but at least here on our first night, let's get a feel for what things are like up at the arena. We're going to go watch tonight's contest. But before we do, we're actually going to meet one additional new character that, as the thief, we never really got a chance to talk to or get to know. There we go. Gonna get back up to Knob Hill. And head back into the arena. And this gentleman here would be this week's champion.
Calimera. I am Kokino Pukamiso, and I shall be fighting the challenger Abdul. It will be a good fight.
How you been?
Good day to you. You must be here to compete in the rights of rulership. I, too, will compete to become king of my beloved homeland.
Oh? Tell us about yourself.
I have been a guard of Silmaria since I was 16. This is my home, and I intend to become the next king. No outsider could rule her with more love than I.
I believe that. Sounds ardent. Let's ask about his fight tonight.
I am very good with spear and shield.
Alright. Well, good luck, sir.
Efaristo, stranger. It shall be a good contest. I shall look forward to meeting you again.
Alright. Let's pay our entrance fee.
5 drachmas to watch fight. 5 drachmas to watch fight. 5 drachmas to watch fight.
I love that guy.
Only 5 drachmas to watch fight.
Alright, where's our money? There we go. There we go. Don't accept your 5 drachmas and allows you to enter the arena.
My greetings to all of you. Welcome to the arena and tonight's spectacle of deadly combat. I, Ferrari, am your host for these events. As you know, the combatants may choose the style of combat they prefer. They will fight in deadly earnest to bring their opponent to his knees. When a foe has fallen, the combat is over. The winner shall receive the purse of gold drachmas, and the defeated will be healed to fight another day. Tonight, the champion of this contest is someone most of you know. He has served the city of Silmaria for many years as a guard. He has proven himself to be valiant and brave. Ladies and gentlemen, I call to battle Kokino Pukamiso.
I, Kokino Pukamiso, shall defend the honor of the guards of Silmaria.
Our champion is challenged by the finest of fighting guards from the city of Rasir. I summon to battle Abdul.
It's been like an hour since his introduction started.
You make bad mistake. You no belong here. Now I get you. I break you in bits.
May the contest begin.
Goes. We have no real control anymore. Looks like our bet is not going very well. Should have bet on the champion. Man trying to be king. Gave Abdul too much credit. Oh, perhaps he was just putting on a show, no? Devastated by the loss of that bet.
The victor of arms at this contest is Kokino Pukamiso.
Looks like there's an enormous crowd here. That was fun. We shan't be doing that again. We'll place bets, and we'll compete, but I don't think we need to watch that again. Alright, that is pretty much going to do it for tonight. I think we're going to head back, well, not back, we're actually going for the first time to the inn, where we will meet the proprietor, who's a unique lady, we'll say.
Hello, sailor. I'm Anagramma, Gnome Anne, and this is my land inn.
Hello.
California, or whatever it is they say around here.
She's going for Calimera, but alright.
Want to get to know me a little better? I'd sure like to get to know you. I came all the way from Zork to make this little bed and breakfast in winterless wonderland. And what happens? No tourists. That's the way my life goes.
Well, how is the inn?
This seemed like a good deal. I got a good loan from the other innkeeper in town. Nice guy, if a little chubby. As my first and only customer, I'll let you have the best room in the joint.
That sounds great. Obviously, the other innkeeper is Ferrari, who not necessarily the best guy to get a loan from, but seems like it's going okay for her.
I don't know much about Silmaria, because I've only been here a short time. I'm always in and never out.
Let's say hi.
Oh, so you're the guy the chatting rat made arrangements for. Cheese to meet you. Your room's paid up through the month.
Nice. That was our room.
Yours is the first door at the top of the stairs. All the comforts of Gnome, including gnome-cooked meals.
All right.
I'll be seeing you.
Let's order a meal. Anne motions you to sit down at the table. She'll be right with you. I think they go through a cycle of like 6 different meals, which are all fairly ridiculous, but let's listen in and see what happens.
Today's special is something I think you'll really love. Well, maybe not love exactly. More like, well, you'll find it interesting. It's garlic smashed potatoes and pistachio cream. Tessie was making baked potatoes and ice cream for dessert, but Tony, who was juggling the garlic, slipped on the banana that my gal Sal dropped. Tony's garlic landed on the potatoes, and Tony landed on Tessie. Tessie landed on the potatoes, and they were really smashed. So that was okay. Then Rover found that Tessie had set the ice cream on the stove, and it had all melted. Fortunately, no one likes smashed potatoes without gravy, so things worked out just fine.
Eat your meal, but it tastes mighty peculiar. All right. Let's head up the stairs, and we'll be stopped on the way by Anne.
If you want to get into your room or the inn late at night, you'll need a key. Here you are.
To get our key. All right, let's head in. And we'll unlock the door. And with that, we will go to bed for the evening, so that will end it for us here. When we come back, we will start day 2 and see what we need to do to prepare to enter the rites of rulership. But till then, see ya.